Let's look into the agenda for today's session. So today we will be looking into several arithmetic operations in Python. We will see how we can do addition, subtraction, and what all are those arithmetic operations we will see going forward. So first what we will be doing, we will do some addition part, then we will do some subtraction of two or more numbers. As you can see, 10 plus 4, 10 minus 4. We will add some more numbers as well in Python. Then we'll see about multiplication and division, wherein we will be multiplying two numbers, then we will be dividing two numbers. Then we'll see about exponentiation, wherein we will be raising the powers, like 2 to the power 3 is 8. And what is exponentiation? I'll show you what exactly it is. Then we'll see about quotient. So quotient, if I'll give you a brief idea, so when you divide 10 by 4, you get 2.25. But let's say if you want just quotient, which is 2, then how are we going to get it? Similarly, modulus is remainder. Then what exactly it is, I'll show you. So let's move towards our Jupyter notebook and see how we can do such operations. So I have opened my Jupyter notebook. Now I'll go and create a new notebook. And okay, so now let's rename this notebook. We'll say arithmetic operations. You can give spaces as well. Let's start. So what I'll do, first I'll do addition, and I'll just make it as markdown so that it should be looking good. Okay, then let's see 10 plus 4, so you'll get 14. Now 10 plus 5 plus 6, you'll get 21. If you do not want to give spaces over here, you can give like 10 plus 2 plus 3. In this way you can do the addition part. So you can try as many numbers as possible. 10 plus 3 plus 7, 9, 9, 8 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you want to execute, you can execute with shift plus enter. Now let's move on to subtraction part. So I'll say subtraction, and I'll say markdown. If you do not want to go and use your mouse, you can just escape and print and click 1, and you'll get the style. So for subtraction, let's subtract 10 minus 4. So 10 minus 4 6, and then 10 minus 4 minus 10, you'll get minus 4. 100 minus 25 minus this. Oops. Okay, so in this way you can get the numbers. Okay, so you can practice subtraction as well. Let's move on to the next part, which is multiplication. And I'll say escape, and I'll say 1, and let's shift enter. So multiplication, 10 multiplied by 4, 40. 10 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 7, and shift enter, 2100. 13 multiplied by 7, 91. So what all operation, what all multiplication you want, you can do it. So if you want, you can use decimals as well. 87 into 0.02. You can use as many as decimals as possible. No, W is not a number. So in this way you can get it. Okay, now let's try another one. Let's say division. So division, if I'll go with division, let's give it some style. Now in division, 10 divided by 4, let's say, so you'll get 2.5. 100 divided by 25, 4.0. Let's say 100.25 divided by 34, 2.945. So in this way you can try out whichever way is possible. So division is over. Now what's next? So next is exponentiation. And so I'll just correct it. Yeah, so exponentiation is basically, so if I'll say 2 multiplied by 2, it's 4. But if I'll say 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, it's 8. If I'll say 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 16. So as many number of times you can multiply 2. Now instead of multiplying 2 a number of times, what I want is I just directly want 2 multiplied 8 times, or say 10 times. So that means I'll say its power, 2 to the power 8. You must have studied this in your mathematics, a to the power b. So a to the power means b means a is being multiplied by b times. So similarly, let's say if you want the power of 2 to the power 3. So in exponentiation in Python, what you have to do is you just need to provide the first number for which you need to you want it to be multiplied. Then you can say this cap symbol. No, not cap symbol. In Python we use double star, and then we'll see 3. So 3 times we want, so 2 to the power 3 is 8. Let's try 3 to the power 2, get 9. Let's try 9 to the power 4, you get 6565. In this way you can get. The another way of doing this power operation to get the power is by using pow. So I'll use the same set of results. I'll use pow with 3, 2. I'll use pow with 9, 4. So the first number would be the 1 would be a. If it is a to the power b, so first number would be a and second number would be b, right? First number would be a and second number would be b. In this way you can get. Try, practice it, try as much as possible. If you find any issues, if you are not able to do anything, just let me know. Okay, moving to the next part, which is quotient. Okay, so what is quotient? So I'll just make it more visible. Okay, now what is quotient? So when I'm dividing 10 by 4, let's say 10 divided by 3, you'll get 3.333. What I want is, when I'm dividing 10 by 3, I'm getting a quotient of 3 plus a remainder of 1, right? So what I just want this 3 part, just 3 part. So what I'll do, I'll just say 10 and say double slashes and 10 3. You'll get 3. Now let's try some another way. 40 is 7, 5. Let's try decimal part, 35.5 by 7. You'll get 5. Let's try 42 by 7. You'll get 6. Let's say 67 by 11. You'll get 6. Let's say 100 by 11. You get 9. Oh, not this. We'll give double slashes, 9. So by providing double slashes you will get the quotient. Now the another part, which is, if you'll go and see over here, which is remainder. How are we going to get the remainder? We also call it as modulus. So modulus, let's try modulus. So tan, when instead of double slashes, what you can give over here, you can give percentage 3, you'll get 1. 68 percentage 11, you'll get 2. 100 percentage 11, you'll get 1. Now if you want to check, let's try another way. Let's try 70.75 divided by 5, you get 14.15. Now I'll say 70.75 double by 5, 14. 70.75 percentage 5, you get 0.75. In this way you'll get the result. Now if you want to find out if your answer is correct or not, the best way is quotient multiplied by, so I'll just comment it, quotient multiplied by your number with which you are dividing, and number with which you are dividing and addition of remainder or modulus. So if you want to try, so let's try 68. So quotient is 11 multiplied by the number with which you were dividing it. So quotient is, I'm really sorry, quotient is 68. So quotient will be 6. Let's try it. 68 and 7 will get 9, and 68, if you say percentage 7, you will get 5. Okay, now let's try 7 multiplied by 9 plus 5. What you will get is 68. So in this way, if you want to check that is if your quotient is correct and remainder is correct, then you can try it this way. So try your arithmetic operations, try all the operations with multiple numbers, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponentiation, quotient, remainder, everything, try it out. And if you have any problem, come with me, I'll solve it. I'll try to solve it. Fine, till then, thank you so much. Goodbye.